The doctor said that there was a problem with the pregnancy, and it wasn't a viable pregnancy, and she could offer the termination within the week. It was that blunt.
They said they would like to terminate it, and when would that be convenient for us? And I think they suggested a week. Yeah. And we were stunned at this time. Remember, we went to the hospital thinking it was a normal birth, and this was the strangest feeling that we have to terminate. And they did give us a few minutes to think about this. They said, would you like a few moments? They looked more stunned than I think we did. They thought we would just say, oh yeah, terminate, just terminate the child. But at the time I just cried, and I remember turning to Bonnie and saying, how could they give us this decision to kill our child? Bonnie said that's not an option. You know. In fact, what Bonnie said was, while the child is in a womb, was she safe? And the doctor said, yeah, she's absolutely safe while she's in the womb. The problem is when she's born, she may die.
Taking that decision, of course, she had further appointments with the hospital. It became a very medicalized pregnancy. You know, they wanted to see me every couple of weeks and monitor me, or they said, for my health.
Bonnie would tell you that at first there was a lot of negativity, but when they knew that we were steadfast in that we wanted the baby to be born, the hospital was much more supportive.
We had the reality that, you know, we could lose her at any time, you know, in the womb, and that, you know, we may not have a lot of time with her after the birth, or we could have, you know, say a year or two. We didn't know what we would have, but we had a definite peace that it was the right thing to do, and, you know, it was a life.
But when she was born, she was perfect. She was perfect in every way. Her face was perfect, her body, her hands, her feet. She was a little human being. And that's one of the reasons why we call her Grace. By the grace of God, we had this time with her.
She was just a joy to hold, and, you know, she looked like she wanted to nurse.
We took Grace to the family, and we had a time where we all held her like a normal, typical birth. The family held her, and we took photographs, and there was a lot of
happy, sad
tears, really. It was a good family occasion. We had no idea how long she was going to survive, but she was alive. There was about 15 minutes, but it was 15 minutes of pure love, really. You know,
complete peace, absolute peace.
Yeah.
In the room. You know, just that she had arrived alive, and we got to see her face, and there was just such a peace. I can't explain it. I would not want to take that away for anything. She had her presence of who she was. You know, it's like she came into our lives and said, hello, hello, I'm part of your family. You know, it was just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. You wouldn't want to take that away. Why would I want to take that away? There's a purpose for every life, no matter how short.
With Grace, it wasn't the 15 minutes after she was born. The gift of life was the 7 months before that as well. She was part of our family at the beginning, and the whole family was part of that. We seen it as a gift from God, and that gift wasn't for us to take away.
It was never the wrong choice, absolutely. The wrong choice would have been to take her away without ever having seen her face and known her.
We can look at the album and say, this was Grace. You know, she has her own personality. She has her own, I'm sure she smiled in 15 minutes.
She had a beautiful presence.
You know, just
a peace, absolute peace about her.
We had 4 normal kids before. When she was born, she was normal. She was pretty, she was an angel. And, you know, they should never be a choice like that. We've made mistakes all the time, but on this we definitely didn't make a mistake.
Absolutely.